WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and by O'Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn and Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup on this Football Friday. Bob, it's going to be a good game at JC Stadium tonight.
Yep, should be a fun ball game.
All right, we're in Wayne County in Statesboro. We have in the studio with us right now a big event coming up here in Jessup tomorrow. We've had JD on the air several times over the past couple of months. JD Smart in here to talk about the upcoming 4th annual Christopher's Ride and Shine. Good morning, JD.
Morning.
So tell us, what are the final plans for tomorrow there at Bill Morris Park?
We're going to start our poker room. The registration for that's going to start at 9:30 to 11. That's going to be $20 for the first hand and $10 for additional hands and riders. Then the registration for our car show is going to start at 1 to 3, and the fee for that is going to be $20. And we've also added a audio competition this year, and that's entry fee for that's going to be $10.
So we've got the boom boxes going. Who's got those best speakers audio competition? Huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so you've got the competitions going on. You're still taking folks to enter into the poker run, which is $20, the car, truck, bike show, which is $20, and the audio competition, which is $10. If folks want to enter into these competitions, how do they do it, JD?
Just come out there. We'll have the booth set up, and they can come up there and register, or they can register online through Facebook and through our code on the flyers.
Okay, and what time do people show up in the morning? What time is the event?
It's going to start around 9:30.
9:30?
For the poker run.
For the poker run, so folks need to get there before then to do that, right?
Yeah, they can start from 9:30 to 11.
Okay. And so 9:30, 11 to register, and then the poker run will go, and folks will have a chance to win prizes and have a good time with that. And then you'll have, tell us about some of the cars and trucks and bikes that are going to be out there tomorrow folks will be able to see.
Just going to be a wide variety of old, new, in process of being worked on, and
all kinds of stuff. Now, this is the 4th annual Christopher's Ride and Shine. It's a fundraiser. Tell us what the event is about and where the funds go.
As some of y'all may know, our boys were in a wreck several years ago, and Christopher passed away in that wreck, and he loved helping people. So his family and I started a foundation to give back, and every year we raise money just for scholarships for upcoming Wayne County seniors.
Okay, so it's the 4th annual Christopher's Ride and Shine fundraiser for these scholarships, and so if you go out to Bill Morris Park tomorrow between 9:30 and 5, you can see a whole bunch of great-looking cars and trucks and motorbikes, and also the poker run where folks can have a lot of fun in the poker run and enjoy that. And there's going to be prizes handed out, gifts, and there's going to be. Tell us about the food trucks. What kind of food trucks are you going to have out there?
Well, this year we have Chick-fil-A, K&L Merch with lemonade, Chance Rollins Barbecue, and King Concessions with funnel cakes and more.
Okay, and there's going to be the food trucks, vendors, and 50-50 raffles and so much more going on.
Yes, sir, and we also have a regular raffle going on with a Yeti cooler and a Ruger 1022 rifle and some other prizes.
All right. Well, we got to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck with this tomorrow from 9:30 to 5 at Bill Morris Park, the 4th annual Christopher's Ride and Shine. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob Show. Congressman Carter's calling in.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Happy weekend, lots of sunshine, east breeze, highs upper 80s, mostly clear, low 60s for tonight, sunny upper 80s for tomorrow, mid 60s tomorrow night. Sunday, sunshine, highs upper 80s. Monday, sunny, high around 90. Tuesday, sunshine, highs low 90s. Wednesday, sunshine, highs low 90s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
And we continue with the World Famous Butch and Bob Show. On the phone with us is Congressman Buddy Carter. Buddy's always good to have you. I know you wanted to talk about several things, so we'll let you begin where you want to begin.
Well, Bob, we went back into session this week. We've been out for the last 6 weeks with the exception of just a couple of days where we had to go up there and vote on that ridiculous inflation, what they call the Inflation Reduction Act, which I call the Inflation Acceleration Act. Most economists say that it's going to only increase inflation, not decrease it, as the Democrats and majority claim that it's going to do. But we did go back up this week, and now we've got 9 more legislative days left before we go to the midterm elections. Now, we'll be in for the next 2 weeks, and what happens during that time remains to be seen. One thing that has got to happen is that we've got to get something done with our budget. We've got to pass a continuing resolution or either an omnibus. I don't think they're prepared to do an omnibus. It's probably going to be just a continuing resolution. My hope is if that is what happens, that they will make it a clean continuing resolution and won't add in some of their pet projects. If they make it a continuing resolution, and then they'll probably just kick the can down the road till after the midterm elections and to the lame-duck session, probably to the 1st of December. Now, what happens after that, we'll just have to wait and see. There are rumors that the Speaker is going to try, depending on whether, on how the midterm elections turn out, whether they remain in the majority or not, which I don't think they will. I think that we're going to have a big majority in the Republican Party in the House. But depending on what happens there, then that'll have a lot of influence and a lot of impact on what the Democrats do as far as the next continuing resolution goes. But inflation continues to be a concern. During the 6 weeks that we were out, I was traveling through the district. Things that were of concern to the people to me were inflation, the cost of gas, the cost of groceries, crime in our cities, the problems at the southern border. All of those things were what people were talking about, what people were concerned about. And certainly inflation and the price of groceries. In fact, I had a agriculture /forestry roundtable down in Patterson a couple of weeks ago, talking to some of the farmers, and they are concerned. Groceries have gone up significantly, but they're telling me that you haven't seen anything yet, because it's really this next crop that's going to go up so much, because that's where they've had to invest with the fertilizer prices, with the diesel prices, and all the impact it's had. Is this next crop that comes out that's where grocery prices are really going to spike. So those are the things that people have been talking about and are concerned in the district, and those are things that we and myself and those of us in the Republican Party, hopefully in the majority in the next session, those are things that we're going to be working on.
And just joining us on the phone, Congressman Buddy Carter, your office said you also want to talk about the Republicans' push to undo President Biden's administration abortion rights guidance to pharmacists nationwide. Explain that.
Right. Well, what it's called is the Pharmacist Conscientious Protection Act. Look, as pharmacists, we are trained to protect the patient, to do no harm. If I have a patient who is pregnant, then I'm treating two people. I'm treating that mother and I'm treating that child. And that is always paramount in my mind. I practiced pharmacy for over 32 years, and well, actually longer than that. Started when I was 10, Bob, but nevertheless, I practiced pharmacy for a long period of time. And, whenever I had a pregnant mother, it was always important for me to warn her of the side effects of that medication if it was going to have any kind of adverse effect on her child. And that's what I was trained to do. Well, now Health and Human Services has promulgated rules. They have passed some rules, and this administration is pushing them to do this, to force a pharmacist to fill a prescription that they know is going to be used for abortion purposes. And that's simply wrong. The healthcare process and the healthcare should be between the patient and the pharmacist and the doctor when it comes to dispensing medications. The federal government should not be interjected into that. And pharmacists should have the right, if they morally or conscientiously object to dispensing a prescription that they know is going to harm a child, that they know is going to be used for an abortion, they should have the right to refuse to fill that prescription. There have been numerous instances in my career where I've refused to fill a prescription because I knew it was not being used for the legitimate purposes. I knew that we had a physician in the Savannah area when I was practicing who ran an abortion clinic, and we would from time to time get prescriptions for him that I knew was going to be used for abortion. I would refuse to fill them. And I should have that right as a pharmacist. The government shouldn't be forcing me to do something against my moral objection. And that's what this bill does. It protects pharmacists. When I was a member of the Georgia State Senate, I passed legislation that said that if a pharmacist refuses to fill a prescription, that they can't be fired if they refuse to fill a prescription because of moral objection to it. And, just because we put on a white coat doesn't mean that we lose our First Amendment rights. So that's what this legislation is about. It's simply to refute exactly what the administration is trying to do, and that is to force pharmacists to dispense medications that we know is going to cause an abortion, is going to harm a child.
Recently, Putin was in China meeting with the Chinese minister. What'd you make of that?
Well, that's my fear, and that's the fear of what we've all had. We've said all along that we've got to be careful of what's happening here in Russia and with the unprovoked invasion of Ukraine, because China's looking at this, Iran's looking at this, North Korea's looking at this. They're seeing the weakness that has been displayed by this administration, by this president, and they're going to pounce upon it. That's why, this administration leading from behind, that's the last thing we need in the world right now. And if we see some kind of relationship, even more of a relationship build up between China and Russia, that's not good. Now, obviously, I think all of us understand that, and all of us recognize that. China is buying more oil and gas from Russia now. We put sanctions on, and so have the European allies. We put sanctions on some of the oil and gas coming from Russia, but they're making up for it because China is increasing and they're buying from Russia.
I saw where Ukraine recently requested some more weaponry and other items from the United States, and so far we haven't done it. I thought we were there to help. What are we doing?
Well, that's a good question, and I've got mixed emotions about this. First of all, I'm glad we're not doing it because it needs to come through Congress. It needs to be approved through Congress, and we've talked about it before, about the fact that I've got grave concerns, serious concerns about how the balance of power has shifted too much to the executive branch, and that through executive orders, the country right now is being run essentially by the president. And we in Congress need to take back some of that power. So I hope the decision whether to send more weapons to Ukraine, and I will certainly look at it and look at it seriously and consider it, because I want them to be successful. I don't want Russia to be successful. But at the same time, that decision should be made by Congress and not by the executive branch, not by the president just saying, okay, we're going to send it there.
We're about a month away from early voting. Elections in November. Big debate about debates. I see where Herschel and Raphael Warnock finally agreed on debate. Any debates between you and your opponents set up?
Yes, we've got, and we've said all along that we're glad to do 3 debates. One is going to be in Savannah. We've got that one set up right now. We're going to have a debate up here in this area. We've agreed to a debate in Atlanta with Georgia Public Broadcasting. They traditionally have a statewide debate, and we've agreed to that. And we'd like to have another one down in the southern part of the district as well, maybe in Brunswick or Jessup or somewhere in the further south.
Sounds good. Again, we appreciate you being here on the show. Anything else you want to talk about?
You know, again, Bob, the things that we're hearing about is inflation. We're hearing about crime in our cities. We're hearing in our rural areas as well. And we're hearing about the southern border. Those 3 issues are what we're hearing about as we go through the district, and that's what people are concerned about. You realize that inflation at 8%, that's like losing 1 month's paycheck every year. Who of us can go without a month of pay? That's what inflation does. Inflation is nothing more than taxation, and who does it hurt the most? It hurts those on the fixed income the most, that's for sure, but it hurts the working class and the middle class. Those are the ones who are paying the price for it. The upper class can afford it, we get that, but the people out there who are relying on Social Security, and maybe they got a 3 or 4% increase in pay, but inflation's at 8%, they're losing.
And Congressman, what is your thoughts about the Democratic mayors and governors being upset with these Republican governors sending some of these illegal immigrants to their cities and states?
Yeah, don't you love it? Martha's Vineyard. Was that, I served with Ron DeSantis, and I have to say he has really done an outstanding job as governor of Florida, and I'm so proud of him and the work that he's doing. And they want to be sanctuary states. They want to be sanctuary cities. Well, that's fine. And I think Governor DeSantis was spot on when he said, here the federal government in the dark of night, in the middle of the night, busing in and flying in illegal immigrants into our states without us knowing it. Well, let's do the same thing to them. And that's what he's doing. And is it a gimmick? Well, somewhat, yeah. But it's a gimmick that worked, that's for sure.
Okay. Congressman Betty Carter, our special guest here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Congressman, anything else?
That's it, guys.
That's it.
Good luck tonight. Who are we playing tonight, Bob?
We got Statesboro tonight, and it should be a good ball game.
Okay.
Always fun when we play those guys. It's always a close game, but it should be a fun night at JC Stadium. And the Dogs are going to whip up on the Gamecocks tomorrow, so it should be fun.
It should be fun.
Okay.
That's great.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, Congressman Betty Carter, our special guest here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. And we appreciate the Congressman taking time out of his busy schedule to call the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. So, Wayne County, Statesboro tonight at JC Stadium. What do we know about Statesboro, Bob? What are we looking for from them?
As Coach Shaw said on the coach's show and on the sports this morning, you got to stop the run. They got an excellent quarterback and a good running back. So that'll be the test tonight if Wayne County's defense can shut down their running game. So but it's always a battle when we play these guys. So, I don't expect much different tonight. Should be a good battle. Hopefully the good crowd for Wayne County will be the difference. It was electric a couple of weeks ago. Hope it'll be electric again tonight. But I look for Wayne County to get out there with a win.
All right. Well, Bob, you have a good weekend and happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.